in the future. We're still looking for that magic sword.
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to Hal Dave's trip to Jupiter.
Last time, we took on Dungeon 5 and survived. This time.
We survived quite well, actually. Those dark nuts did not get to us.
Yeah, like, we are handling the dark nuts, and...
Look at our Triforce here.
It's an odd look.
We're slowly putting it together. Well, because it's going to be a completed triangle. It's not going to be like... Hey, me, and I'll... No.
No.
We have game facts.
We have game facts, and also... Like, you're not very good at gambling, I found.
Well, no, it's not even gambling. There's no... You can't gain money at that. It's just... She says, like, random advice. She's a fortune teller, essentially.
Oh.
Except for later Zelda games actually have, like, very focused fortune tellers that will tell you... Or, like, even let you ask specific questions, like, where's the next piece of heart?
Ah. You know what? That's neat, but my god. I can only imagine being in this game and just being like, how do I interpret this?
You had to subscribe to Nintendo Power.
Well, you know, Nintendo Power is clearly the best thing to learn everything.
I mean, I enjoyed it quite a bit growing up when I had a subscription to it back in, like, the 90s.
It was a cute magazine at points. Hell.
They had very useful walkthroughs because they would have exclusive stuff that would later go into their strategy guides.
Yeah, it actually helped me get through Zone of the Enders, the Fist of Mars, for the first couple levels.
I was about to stop you and be like Zone of the Enders, but yeah, Fist of Mars was a Game Boy Advance game. I
Yeah.
remember that. No, because I was watching Toonami,
Yeah?
and they had an advertisement for Pilot Candidate, or Candidate for Goddess, as it was known in Japan. And I immediately saw, like, I had just read about Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars, and so I was like, wait, is this Zone of the Enders anime? And I was like, because it had, like, similar mech design, and I was like, no. So, let's see, I think it's this grave. Yeah, it is. Master using it, and you can have this! It's so powerful, it's italicized.
I know, right?
So, we have the power!
We are gods!
He-Man Link.
He-Link.
Link Man! He-Link.
Link.
He-Link.
He-Link. And,
Fighting Ganondorf.
and the Elves of the Universe.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Wait, you notice that there's never actually, like, elves in Zelda? Like, they're never called elves, at least.
Well, they're always called Hylians or some...
Yeah, they have elf ears. And there's some lore in there that their ears are shaped that way so they can hear the whispers of the gods.
That's at least cool.
Because the only time you encounter people with, like, normal human ears are in Twilight Princess, where there's the Ordon. The country bumpkins to the south of Hyrule are just ordinary people.
We're just normal people. We're not like
so
you rich Hylians.
A little farther to the east is where we want to go.
You looking for Dungeon 6?
Yeah, Dungeon 6.
Alright, let me,
Might be...
Okay.
Not this one.
You passed it. It's actually right next to the graveyard.
I knew that, but...
like the first...
Yeah.
Alright. Like,
so, if you look at the top left of the screen where the map is displayed, it just shows us our relative, like, coordinates, but nothing else.
It's on the next screen.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I passed it. It just shows your relative coordinates, as opposed to, like, A Link to the Past has a proper Mode 7 map that lets you see everything. Alright, here we go.
The power of Mode 7.
Yeah, we've already been in this dungeon for a bit, so...
And now...
We came in with 3 keys, so we're, like, way ahead of the game. Oh, you bastards are back.
And they snuck up on
Notice
you.
that the one over here popped, even though I didn't kill him. There's sometimes a key enemy in enemy groups where if you kill them, the entire group goes down.
So basically, just like...
You find the brain.
You killed them.
Kill the brain.
Actually, there is a group of D&D monsters called Brain Rats who basically, if there's only one of them, they're very easy to take off. Because they're basically just like rats.
But brain, yeah.
But there's all of them. They have similar psychic powers. They combine their psychic powers into this deadly enemy.
Yeah, they're like a full enemy horde.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like basically what video game enemies technically are in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Shink. These spike traps would always get me as a kid.
Shinku Hadoken.
Yeah, this would be the room that killed us last time.
Kill those things before they take our shield again.
Well, they have a lot of HP, but we also do a lot more damage with the magic sword now.
the Master Sword.
No, not the Master Sword.
Was it called the Magic Sword in Japan?
This is called the Magic Sword. The Master Sword is not introduced till Link to the Past.
I can't
Because
figure
it made the cover of that game. It is introduced in, like, the opening... like... No, yeah, as soon as you begin your quest, before you even get to Dungeon 1 proper, after you go through the opening segment of the game, they talk about the Master Sword and its ability to smite evil.
Yeah.
And that's very important to the lore, which is actually really interesting, because as a friend once pointed out to me, in Ocarina of Time, they never mention the Master Sword until you receive it. Oh, so hey, it's this guy again. He's got slightly more heads than before. Same fight, though.
Hey, you want to fight more of the same bosses again? Woo!
Well, yeah, we're gonna see other bosses reappear. Oh, so he wasn't the boss of the dungeon, though.
Yeah.
That was a mini-boss. Just like how Dodongo reappeared.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
The Dongo's just like, you defeated me once, but never again.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's not even King Dodongo, technically. Like, when I call him King Dodongo, I must be thinking of, like, Ocarina.
That's fair. Like, admittedly, it's kind of hard. A lot of things that we think that were established.
Oh, look at this. It's like a lizard or something.
It looks to me like a hand grabbing onto something, actually.
I can see that, too.
You know, like...
So, you know, we have up or down presented to us, and also right. I guess we'll go to the one that doesn't cost us anything first.
You got a key! Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna have a surplus of keys. Which is ultimately very good, because the final dungeon is like a massive, absurd labyrinth. But, like, I think it's close to the size of, like... Or it takes up the entire allotted map space. Like, if you look at how big this space is, it takes up the entire thing.
That, it would be insane to get through.
You are going to help guide me through that one.
I'll get the map ready when
when the time comes. Because, yeah, no, like, it's interesting the way the game was designed, because up until that point, you know, it's tricky and you have to figure out a lot of things, like where you're going and, like, where you can find secrets and power-ups. But that was just like, you've made it to the end of the game, but we really don't want you to finish it.
Well, that was, like, the old thing. I guess, like, people...
There are secrets where fairies don't live. Oh, so that's actually... I know what that's referring to.
The South?
Where fairies don't live? Oh my god. No, not quite. Go away, Bubble. But, we can... Oh yeah, we can hear the dungeon boss roaring in the distance.
That is a neat gimmick.
Yeah. So that's not a bombable wall.
What about the bottom one?
That would take us off the map.
Oh, fair enough.
Did we check up here? Nope. Oh boy. The whole purpose of those bubbles, those like burning skull enemies right there, who I know they're basically just like bizarre strobe light things right now, but in later games they're burning skulls. The whole purpose is they don't do damage to you, they just make it so you can't swing your sword, and that's when the leg legs get you.
They're
Nothing? Nothing really? Oop. Yeah, something.
Something.
Oh, it's this room that we didn't go to before. So they're trying to get us to use more keys.
Just like...
Unless... Wait a second. Those blocks got me suspicious.
Those are very suspicious blocks.
Yeah, so the blue Wizrobes move around and the other ones do not. Like, they just teleport and fire from a place. So these guys are more of like a collision damage threat. Okay, so can we push these? No? Yes! Secret time!
Woo! Secrets!
Yeah. Oh, we want this. Oh man. Okay, so this brings back like little Hal childhood memories, because I was probably like, I don't know, 5 or something, and I was playing this game, and I wanted to like roleplay as Link, so I got like a green shirt and like green shorts and like a sock hat.
Yeah.
And
Just a giant sock on Hal's head.
It's no, a sock hat. You know.
Yeah.
The green sock hat for like wintertime. And then, but I had like a wooden sword from like a Renaissance fair, like wooden sword and shield. And I had some, it was like a wand that, it was like a shaft of glass that had like all these like sparkly like blue things and stars inside of it. And that was my magic wand. Because we just got the magic rod right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what it reminded me of, and I had a boomerang. I actually had a boomerang. Could never throw it for shit, but and it got sucked into a rift in the space-time continuum somewhere in the park, I'm sure.
Oh, it was taken. It was stolen by the Flash villain Captain Boomerang.
Ooh, they got us.
And there's my one comic book reference I made tonight. Woo!
Be prepared for many more.
You have no idea.
All right, so we just got to get back to there. Ooh. Actually, we're kind of low on health, though.
So I guess we're gonna have to do some
grinding. We're gonna have to go back to recover our health for the fairy fountain. So you know what? We're gonna cut the episode real quick, and we're gonna be right back.
In the future, this is Spice footage.
Yeah, so we got ourselves to the fairy fountain, and so now we're gonna head back through the Lost Woods. Yeah, that's. I originally intended that we would return to recording once we got back to the dungeon, but then I realized that we have the joys that are the Lost Woods.
This is what I like to call one of the classic RPG traps.
So, welcome to the Lost Woods. Population, Moblins.
So, believe it or not, my first exposure to something like the Lost Woods was not in Zelda.
So, if we go to the left, the screen is going to repeat itself.
Yep.
If we go to the right, we end up back over here on the east side of the woods. So, what you actually have to do is there's a really specific pattern you have to follow. So, I believe it is up, left, down, left. And this, gives us the secret sound, and we're on the other side. And this is one of the ways to get to the graveyard. We kind of approached it from the other angle. And those Lionels mean nothing against my magic sword.
Your magic sword, it makes you the strongest thing. But my first exposure to anything like the Lost Woods was in a weird area, which was Digimon World 3.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They had an entire section in the desert where you have to do that to find a secret location. And since this was actually plot important, if you either have to look up a guide or just trial by error it. And I'm not a fan of, like... Because the Lost Woods here, at the very least, it seems like you can, don't have to do it if you don't want to. But when you have to trial error it constantly, it becomes a pain in the ass.
This game was all about, like, are you subscribed to Nintendo Power, or are you gonna, like, draw your own map? A little bit of both, really.
How hardcore are you, man?
Well, because the game itself shipped with a map that had some early parts filled in, like up to Dungeon 1 or 2, and then you had to just draw the rest.
That, at the very least, is cool. I do see the appeal of the map drawing aspect about things, like making you feel like a real adventurer, kind of getting into that, like, frame of mind.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is back... Ooh, hate this room. We'll always hate this room.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
And I actually probably already stated that when I was talking a bit about Etrian Odyssey earlier. But, like, that's also how classic RPGs were very much tabletop.
Yeah, drawing your own map.
Yeah, we're totally drawing our own map for this, right?
Nowadays, you have your one-to-one map from the internet. Suddenly, all that map drawing goes up in smoke.
At a convention, actually, somebody drew, like, sewn a map of the original Zelda game together.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was really neat to see. So, I can only imagine the person who has that now just looks at it and is like, yes, I now know everything.
All the things there is to know about Hyrule.
Yes, in this weird alternate timeline of Hyrule.
Well, you know, Breath of the Wild was actually really good about that, where essentially... Oh, good, he's gone.
You don't have to fight it.
Where you kind of were drawing your own map in a sense, the way you would climb up the towers and it would fill in parts of the map, but it would only just show the terrain. It wouldn't show any specific landmarks, because those would only get filled in when you visited them.
That's cool at the very least.
It was very cool.
I
know. Did we go down here? No, this is where we died.
We died, and this is how I died.
You know, let's not deal with these guys.
Well, if you don't have to, don't deal with them.
Darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to burn you down again.
Maybe we should make use of our many bombs.
We have 12 of them. Maybe we should. I don't know. You think it's a good idea to make use of that?
Oh, did you see the bat kind of vanish against the the red here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wants to trick you.
So those enemies also subdivide just like the choo-choos. I forget what those are even called. They're just like straight up demons from Zelda Hell. Let's see if the magic rod does anything to the Wizardrobes. Nope. Magic does not defeat magic.
Magic must defeat magic.
Uncle lied.
Uncle... Well, you know, Jackie just never...
Jackie?
Jackie, use a sword! Why, Uncle?
Yes!
Get it!
They don't actually restore, like, the massive amounts of health they do in other games. So this is essentially like having weak sword beams at all times.
It's basically like, if you're desperate...
There is an item later on in the game that powers it up. It's like Dungeon 8 or so, where it's called the Book of Spells in the English version, but in the Japanese version, it's the Holy Bible. Oh, no. Not again.
Not again! Well,
that's a thing.
It was nice when we had it.
This game is hard.
We just need a big thing like Rest in Peace, Big Shield again.
We need the Bible. Pray to the Lord to save us.
No. Link just needs the Torah. He has to get some Old Testament on this.
All of a sudden he starts chanting in Hebrew. I can't block the fireballs anymore. I'm out of here. What have we? Goma. Hello, Goma. So, we have to shoot it with arrows in a classic style. But only when its eyes are open. This is actually a very, like, a tedious, like, waiting game. Oh, but one shot does it, apparently.
Hey, fair.
Did it! At the cost of one
shield.
big shield.
Don't worry, one day.
And also potential internet disgrace, but whatever.
It had to be sacrificed for the greater good.
The needs of the many outweigh those of the big shield.
We will miss you, Big Shield, until we buy a new one.
Will we have a big shield next time on Hal and Dave's trip to Jupiter? Find out.